So tonight, we're going to be doing a couple of dishes tonight because I've got all these eggs to cook. So this morning I cooked some hen's eggs. So tonight we're going to be cooking some duck eggs. Now duck eggs, a lot bigger than a hen's egg and a lot richer, especially the yolk. The yolk's a lot richer. So I thought I'd do two dishes tonight. I'm going to do some, I've got some English asparagus here. I've got some purple asparagus and green asparagus. So we're going to do some grilled asparagus with pan-fried duck egg with some Parmesan. That's one dish. And then the second dish we're going to do is I've got some fingerling potatoes here. I've got some pink fir apple, I've got some rat, and I have some violet potatoes. So they're just really colourful sort of heritage potatoes. We're going to roast them Hasselback style. So Hasselback, what we're going to do is we're going to make lots of small incisions on the potato. We're going to roast them up with some pepper, olive oil, butter, basically a roast potato but with these lines going along the back. And then we're going to serve that with some Steak Hache, and then we're going to top that with another fried duck egg. The burgers are from Tom Hickson down at Smithfields, doing his home delivery thing down there. So it's about promoting suppliers today, guys. And also the asparagus, the eggs and the potatoes, all from First Choice down at Covent Garden Market, again doing their home delivery. So without further ado, I'm going to crack on. So first of all, we're going to get on our Hasselback potatoes. So nice roasting tray. We're going to add to this 50 grams of butter and 50 mLs of olive oil. Now while we're going to prepare the Hasselback potatoes. So we're going to take our potatoes, doesn't really matter which ones. Now for the Hasselback, we're going to put some lines on the back of the potato. So to ensure that we get the same amount of lines, all the same height on each potato, I'm going to use 2 wooden spoons. So I'm going to place my 2 wooden spoons together like so. Then I'm going to place my potatoes. It's a labour of love, guys, but trust me, it's worth it. So we put the potato in the middle of the 2 spoons. Then I take my sharp knife and then I just make incisions like this. Now what the spoons do, the spoons stop the knife from going all the way to the bottom of the potato. So, excuse me, I just get even lines that don't go all the way to the bottom of the potato. So what I get is I get these lines all along the potato, but I get them all the same depth. So every single potato that I'm going to do will have the same lines and the same depth. So I'll do another one like so, and the spoons. So my Hasselback potatoes have all been scored, and I've just put them in the tray with the melted butter and olive oil, and I'm just making sure that all the potatoes are covered in the oil and the butter, so they get an even roast. And also we're making sure that the butter and oil gets into the grooves that we've just scored on the potatoes. So in there I'm going to add some pepper, nice bit of pepper, guys. Well, now I bought myself a new pepper mill, so I don't have to use Tesco's Finest anymore. So pepper in there. Then also I'm just going to add a touch of sea salt, guys. So a generous touch of sea salt. We're just going to mix. Hi guys, so we're going to start our first dish of grilled asparagus with fried duck egg, Parmesan. So we're going to grill our asparagus tonight, guys. So we've got our green asparagus and purple asparagus, English asparagus, bang in season right now. So we're going to take a touch of olive oil, not too much, guys, you know, just a smidgen of olive oil. We're going to take some pepper and just a little bit of salt, guys, and then we're just going to mix that together. So we're taking all that flavour and then put it on the grill, like so. So that's probably going to take about 6-7 minutes to cook, guys. You don't want to overcook it, you want it to be a little bit al dente. So asparagus is almost there, guys, so I'm going to start to cook my eggs. So I've got the pan on a medium heat. I take my duck egg. Like I say, guys, the duck eggs are a lot bigger than a hen's egg, so they're going to take a bit more cooking. And because they're so big, what I like to do is just put a lid over the top of mine, just for a couple of minutes, so we create a little bit of steam, just to ensure that the yolk is cooked through. So, duck egg. In the pan. Wow. And you can probably see from there, guys, the size of that yolk. The yolk is huge. So, we're going to let that cook for about a minute, just so that it starts till the proteins around the egg start to cook. And then after about a minute or so, we're going to pop the lid in it, just so it creates a little bit of steam, so it cooks the yolk. Asparagus is smelling great, guys. Can't beat grilled asparagus, you know, especially weather like this, you know. You could also do this in a barbecue as well, if you really wanted. So I'm just going to show you that egg. Look at the size of that yolk. Massive. So I'm just going to let that crisp up around the side just a touch, just when the butter starts to foam a little bit. Then I'm going to take a lid, guys. I'm just going to put the lid on top, I'd say for about, so that's 2 minutes up in the egg, guys. I'm just going to show you. Beautiful. So what that's done is, it's just created a little bit of steam in there, just so it cooks our egg through. The butter's foaming, smells great. So I'm just going to season this up. A little bit of pepper. Sorry, a little bit of salt. And a little bit of pepper, guys, just on top of that egg. Lovely. And that's good to go. So, asparagus. We have the asparagus here. Again, this is a really simple salad to do, guys, and asparagus is in season right now with these beautiful duck eggs. It's amazing. So I reckon we're probably going to go, I don't know, six bits of asparagus per person. That's enough for a starter size. So asparagus on the plate. We're just going to take our egg, our beautiful egg. Wow. It looks stunning, guys. It looks stunning. So we're just going to finish this off with a little bit of Parmesan. Reggiano, if you have. If you haven't, Grana Padano. So Parmesan on, guys. Lovely. And then just going to finish it off with a little bit of olive oil. There you have it. That's our first dish of grilled asparagus with fried duck egg and parmesan. Guys, now we're going to cook our burgers. Again, these burgers are from Tom Hickson down in Smithfields. They're 28-day aged burgers. They're not aged for 28 days. The meat that they're made with is the trimmings of the beef that's aged for 28 days. They're phenomenal. They've got a great flavour. They're outstanding. Please try them. So, as always, guys, the grill raging hot, nuclear hot as always. We're just going to season up the burgers. A little bit of salt. Sorry, a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. We're not going to add any oil to this because there's quite a lot of fat in the burgers as it is, and the fat will render itself and it will cook in its own fat. So we're just going to put the burgers on the grill, and you want to hear that noise, guys. You want to hear that sear. Straight off the cuff, you want to hear that. You don't want the burgers to be boiling away in their own juices. It's got to be hot. You've got to caramelize that sugar within the meats. So that's probably going to take about 12 to 15 minutes to cook. So we'll come back, then we're going to pan fry the duck egg. Hi guys, welcome back. So our burgers are almost there. Our Hasselback potatoes have about 4 or 5 minutes in the oven. I'm just going to cook my duck egg like I did with the asparagus. So in the pan, I have some oil and butter, some olive oil and butter. We'll crack the egg in. Lovely. Again, guys, these eggs, duck eggs, they're available from not just First Choice, but you can pick up duck eggs anywhere. But they're a lot bigger than a hen's egg. They're quite rich, and they take a bit more cooking than a hen's egg. So, like I did with the asparagus, I'm just going to pop a lid over this, just to let it steam, just let the yolk steam a little bit, you know. So, I'm just going to let that butter foam a little bit. Once that butter's starting to foam, like so, I'm going to pop the lid on for about 2 minutes. Hi guys, welcome back. So I've just took my Hasselback potatoes out of the oven. Oh, look at them. Scores, perfect scores, all roasted. The butter's foaming. It's beautiful. They smell great. Just gonna put a little bit more seasoning on these guys. A bit of salt. And a little bit of salt and a little bit of pepper. Wow. God, they smell great, they look great. Nice and golden, nice and crispy. Right, so, Hasselback's done. My egg is perfect as well. That's been steaming under there for 2 minutes, so the yolk's nice and cooked and the white is not snotty. Perfect. So, a little bit of salt. Sorry, a little bit of pepper. A little bit of salt on there. That's the egg. Is ready to go. So we're going to plate our steak hache with fried duck egg and Hasselback potatoes. Just going to grab my burgers from the back here. Beautiful. Right, so season the burgers, bit of pepper, bit of salt. And then we're going to place the duck egg on top of the steak hache, like so. Smells great, guys. And then we're just gonna put a couple of the Hasselback potatoes around the outside. So we have the rat, the pink fir apple and the violet potatoes. Smell great, guys. They smell fantastic. Happy with that. Again, I'm cooking for 4, guys. So there we have it. Our steak hache with pan fried duck egg and Hasselback potatoes. And as always, guys, stay at home, stay safe, cook at home, and it's good night and it's God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.